touchdowns in that game. Terry Bussey's the deep man. Zachary Robbins kicks it to him, and here's Terry from the 3. Here comes Terry past the 30. There are flags down as Bussey reaches the 45.
During the return, holding, receiving team, number 20. First down, Texas A&M.
So it negates
including the comeback versus LSU.
Instead of the 47, they start at the 10, and there's Le'Veon Moss going to work immediately. First down run for the senior. Those new receivers are on the field as well. Here's Moss again, and he dives ahead for a couple of yards. Coach Elko, as a flag comes in here, was quick to...
Personal foul, hands to the face, defense, number 28. 15-yard penalty added at the end of the run. Automatic, first down.
Can't do that, Stench. Carson Tuje gives Texas
a free first down.
Utah State committed 11 penalties last week. Fake the handoff to Moss. Reed wants to load up under pressure, and that was a dangerous ball that was closer to William Hall's closer to Bronson Olival, the Utah State player. Moss runs forward past the 40 to the 43. They have
to, including your quarterback as a runner.
This was an issue last week. A&M only 3 of 11 on third down. Incomplete. Trying to throw a slant to Ashton Bethel-Roman was outstanding last year and last week. Sophomore from Southlake, Texas. Another bomb. The left-footed kicker is over the head of Javen Jacobs and goes into the end zone. It's a
tributes as a runner.
Barnes to Miles Davis out of the backfield. Miles is make that Javen Jacobs makes the catch out of the backfield. It's a loss. Jacobs, they fake him, the toss to him on the sweep, and Barnes goes straight ahead. 70 transfers from last season. Here's 3rd and 8. Barnes, clean pocket, but hit as he throws, and into the Aggie bench. Keep close attention here as Landon Rico punts. KC Concepcion had a punt return for touchdown in his debut last week. This is a returnable ball from the 33. KC goes straight ahead past the 45, and Texas 3-0 against anyone named Aggies, and they have very good field position here to start drive 2. Reed across the middle, good catch by KC Concepcion, the new receiver from NC State who had
here
12 yards for KC. Now this is Owens around the left side into the Texas A&M bench, and that's right inside the 35, already in scoring range. Reed pumps, wants to take the shot, has a man, touchdown, Terry Bussey. Utah State bit, and he makes it 7-0. Randy Bond is now kicking off. Super senior that's had one of the best kicking careers for the Texas A&M Aggies. Barnes looked left, rolls right, throws to the bench, and complete. Too far in front of Brock Lane, but Barnes got hit as he was throwing that, and a flag came in.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, 21, 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Heartbeat of the Aggies, Torian York.
They will use 3 running backs.
And on the option toss, it ends up going to Jacobs. And Jacobs with a burst of speed.
Challenge. And we come right back to an empty backfield set.
The Paul Johnson formation is gone. And there is a catch made by Brady Boyd. Back in his home state. He's from Southlake, Texas. Make the sweep. Barnes pressured again. Lofts it up there. And it's caught by Boyd. And they're saying yes. He got a foot in right at the 20-yard line. Utah State. And his boys have a 1st and 10 at the 20. Barnes on a design quarterback run. runs into Texas A&M, but the Utah State big guys push him all the way down to the 11. Forget the Philly special.
Push, now they're over the football again.
9 yards. And now a first down as Jacobs runs it inside the 10. Can we get Apawaka? The right guard was in there as well. Here's a sweep. Nope, it's a fake. And it didn't fake out Texas A&M. Dan Hayes on the tackle. It's a loss.
The center judge standing over the ball.
Another fake sweep. Barnes rolling right. End zone throw incomplete. Torian York covered up Brady Boyd there. Third down. Barnes throws, caught inside the 5 at the 4, but it'll be fourth and goal from there. It's Braden. They're going. Now is this going to be a throw? Garcia back choke. Did he get it? Yes. Anthony Garcia, the wide receiver slash quarterback, throws it to Miles Davis. 7-6. Here's the 2-point play. There's the throw over the middle, incomplete. Garcia again at the quarterback spot. 2-point play, no good on Garcia's first career touchdown pass. And now Texas A&M gets it back at the 25.
Season they had a year ago.
Le'Veon Moss gets the handoff there, a couple of yards. I know, Alyssa, you're down there watching Coach Elk. Moss 4 yards on the last play. Moss again from Reed. And he'll plow forward right near a first down. And at the 35-yard line, looks like it's enough.
Utah State did a great job of capitalizing.
Here comes Utah State. Pressure's picked up. Reed from the clean pocket throws to Theo Mellon-Orstrom, staying in bounds and picking up the first down. The big Swedish tight end is near midfield. At first down near midfield. Fake to Amari over the top and incomplete, but there are more flags.
Got the pass breakup.
Pass interference, defense, number 34, 15 yards. First down.
And I think one of them. And instead, Texas A&M at the 37-yard line. Straight ahead, it's Reed. Look at him put a foot in the dirt and go ahead near the 16-yard line. Marcel for 21 yards.
Marcel.
Texas A&M was 2 for 2 scoring touchdowns in the red zone last week. Reed throws to the end zone here. Incomplete. Amari Nyblack didn't have a chance at that football run against Utah State today. We've already seen it. Here's a carry that goes the wrong way. Daniels tackle for loss there as it was 3rd and 13, and it looked like Carson Tujay came across.
Offside, defense with contact, 5-yard penalty, third down.
3. Reed on 3rd and 8. He's pressured, can't get out of there. Sacked back near the 20 by John Miller. First field goal try in 3 years, 37 yards. And he sneaks it in there. Zirkle beat out Randy Bond in August, and now he's the
difference makers for that Tennessee volleyball team.
Bond just the kickoff man now. And Utah State's at the 25, Alyssa.
The eye candy at this defense.
See what difference it makes here in 2025. Barnes is going to run out of there. And Bryson gets up near the 30. Pick up
because Garcia lines up at receiver.
On 2nd and 6. It only gave him 4 there. Quick pass to Davis out of the backfield, and Miles has the first down, the senior from Las Vegas.
Yards versus Utah.
Yeah, leading rusher and receiver. Now back to the ground, and it's Davis. He'll get a couple. It's a 6th-year team. On 2nd and 7. Barnes keeps it, and he's ahead maybe got half a yard there. Albert Regis.
The leader on this team is Albert Regis. See if Utah State holds up protection.
3rd and 6. Barnes, it is a wobbler, incomplete. Nope. It landed in the ground before Will Lee could get it. Deflects Landon Rico to kick to Casey Concepcion. And wisely, he kicks away from Concepcion. Unfortunately for Landon, it didn't go as far as he wanted. It's marked out. He threw that touchdown pass to Bussey, but seems a little off kilter with his receivers so far. Plenty of time here. Look at that speed. That's a first down for Marcel.
I'll tell you, when we were talking with Colin, that time he had a little bit more time maybe to look downfield.
Over 500 yards rushing last year. He wanted to take the deep shot there. And his receivers are covered up. He's trying to get it to Mario Craver, but Noah Avenger was on. On 2nd and 10, back to the ground with Moss. Le'Veon running hard up to the 45, and you can see it. This guy is not. A&M has it in Utah State territory at their 45-yard line. And the handoff goes to Reuben Owens, and Owens is just short of the first down marker. Foot. Robert Borden comes in at left tackle, and the Aggies easily get the first down with Owens.
Time it looks like they got Tyree Morris on the clap.
Offside. Defense number 9 with contact. 5-yard penalty. First down.
You know, that'd be one of the things.
Once. You want to back up a little bit where that offensive lineman can't tag.
Reed throws it at the feet of Concepcion, but just get him the ball. He can fly, and he gets down to the 20.
That was almost like a submarine pitch. It's not just to get him to jump, it's to see what the defense is doing.
Another quick throw, this to Bethel Roman, and Ashton gets down inside the 15 to the 14. You know, Matt, now that Zune is out of the lineup, 2nd and 4 after a 6-yard pickup. Reed looking left, throws to the back corner. Incomplete. Amari Nyblack tried to haul it in. 3rd and 4.
Starting at Alabama.
Yep, that's right. Aggies are 0 for 3 on 3rd down. Out of the backfield, it's Owens. First down, and he's out of bounds. Well, there is a flag back in the backfield, though. Give the Aggies the ball at the 3.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense number 28. Penalty is half the distance to the goal line. First down.
Again on Tuesday. First text to Reed. It's Reed. It's a touchdown. Marcel Reed makes it 17-6. This guy threw for over 18.
What fan support here in week 2.
Have to be awfully pumped about their quarterback right now.
To where they can keep the football.
Barnes fakes to Davis, wants to load up, instead gets drilled. Back inside the 20 by Cassius Howell.
Just too long that time. He held on to that football.
16.5 career sacks for Howell, the senior from Kansas City, and here comes another one by Howell. That's 17.5.
It's the law of large.
What they're seeing from this defense right now. It's 3 in a row. Cassius. With a flag down, Rico gets it out of there. Concepcion will let it bounce. See what the penalty's about.
Illegal formation. Offense number 9 and 10 will line up behind the center in the path of the punter. That 5-yard penalty assessed at the end of the run. First down.
You know, they call it immaculate. Marcel Reed downfield, but throws wide of Bussey. Alyssa, I bet those defensive teammates of Howell are going nuts.
Well, unfortunately, I'm sure it has happened.
Someplace, yes.
Nice run.
Yeah, Reed again. He gets free inside the 35, down to the 33. Conversion. Reed running, and he's just short. Gets down. Instead, it's Owens, and it's close. I don't think he got there.
No.
John Miller made the tackle, and Barnes to Davis, and Davis won't get much. In fact, he didn't get anything. It's hard to keep track of when all of... Barnes on a slant, incomplete. Tried to force it in there to Boyd, but he was covered up. Will Lee, the third.
Check. See if the A&M defense still comes.
Does Barnes have time to throw? No, he doesn't. Ball's out. Jacobs wrestling with Texas A&M for it. Scooby Williams is in there too. We'll have to punt again deep in his own territory. But another flag first.
Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
Good punt. Concepcion calls for the fair catch. And Rico does his job. As can't keep him away, can we? We love Chiz. Moss up past the 40-yard line to the 41. And here is Owens running hard. Near the 40. That's 18 more.
Well, it would have been 57 before the delay of game.
You're still upset about that. Reed pumps and throws, and it's caught by Concepcion. Gets right near the marker. See if they can get him going. That's 11 for Kate. Craver still looking for a catch. KC's got a couple. Back to the ground to Daniels. Amari. A couple of bursts on this drive. He gets down to the 21. It's a 9-yard pickup for him. Another handoff to Daniels. And he's tripped up this time. Straight at Moss. Touchdown. Daniels has a few yards rushing as well. Already more rushing yards this week than they had all of last week. And Utah State will start at their own 25 again. And okay, that's LJ's younger brother who's not watching dad right now. Miles Davis gets up to the 29-yard line.
Yeah, there's no color.
Toss goes to Jacobs, and he's up to the 35-yard line with
weak side, just trying to pick up some open space, and did.
Fake to Jacobs, and Barnes ahead for a few.
Good defense after Coach Elko got on him. Motivated. I like that.
Barnes ball deflected there at the line of scrimmage. It was TJ Searcy.
This quarter and get into half. Big conversion here.
Barnes loads up, throws the deep ball. It is incomplete. It was on the hands of Brady Boyd, but Tyreek Chappelle ran right with him. Rico punting for the 5th time in this half. Concepcion runs up off the bounce. And in front of the 25-yard line, Smith is in the backfield now with Reed. Marcel downfield, incomplete off the hands of Bethel Roman. It's E.J. Smith, and he runs ahead to the 29, tackled by Third down, first down. Bethel Roman ran that route perfectly. Arnold pushed him out, but 17 for the freshman from Missouri City, Texas. He's never done it in a game in 5 years of college football. Reed, they're in range now. There's Craver's first catch.
There's a good-looking ball from Marcel Reed. We talked about it. They have not been able to connect him. These passes over the middle that time. Throws a strike.
15 yards for Mario. Short throw to Mellon Olstrom.
See if he doesn't stay in to protect.
Plenty of time. Takes off. First down, Aggies all the way down to the 12-yard run. Still the 2 timeouts. Can use anything you want in the playbook with 30 seconds left in the half. Reed runs into defenders there, right at the line of scrimmage, and Aggies.
No, they don't care for Texas.
2nd and 10. Reed flushed out, throws, caught, flag on the field. Concepcion has the touchdown.
Holding, defense. Number 1, that penalty's declined. Results of the play, touchdown.
Are touchdowns. And how about that drive? Oh, the extra point by Circle, no good. 30-6 the score. 8 plays, 77 yards in 1 minute, 25 seconds, and only. Utah State has only 16 seconds left in the half. They do get the ball.
That'll be a fun atmosphere.
Miles Davis takes the handoff, and that'll run out the clock here in the first half.
Wide receiver, you have to be pleased with what you're seeing as this season is developing. Let's look to build on what was otherwise a strong first half.
And Utah State goes to the ground and busted Miles Davis. Remember last week on the first play of the second half, Texas
home on the cutback. Nice run by Davis.
Robert Henry did it last week. Barnes escapes the pressure as Bryce Anderson almost got him.
Without the flag.
On 2nd and 10, Barnes rolls against his body, throws incomplete, too wide of his intended target, Braden Payton. Barnes just 5 of 13 passing and hasn't converted a 3rd down. Time to throw, downfield, flags everywhere, out of bounds, Pagan and Lee. And an initial holding call goes against Lee here. And that is the call.
Automatic, first down.
Jacobs running around, 3 backs in the backfield. Barnes keeps it himself and gets ahead to the 31. Bryson.
Utah State without their starting right tackle, and Trey Anderson.
And it's Davis who runs ahead to the 28-yard line.
Over there running behind Junior Sia.
It's Texas A&M, so Utah State 0 for 6 on this down today. And they're short here with flags on the field.
Procedure penalty on Utah State. They had that full backfield, 3 backs in the
Illegal
backfield.
formation, offense, 5 men in the backfield. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
The first here, which is why Davis gets the carry and gets near the 30. It'll be 4th down. More flags are down too.
Personal foul, face mask, defense, number 17. 15-yard penalty, automatic, First down.
Albert Regis,
who was coming downhill at his linebacker spot, who did commit the face mask penalty.
Utah State trying to take advantage. End zone. It's Braden Pagan, and it's a touchdown. Next year. Here's the two-point play. Barnes throws, and that's 2 for Javen Jacobs.
How about that to open the second half? Utah State
has scored one on the opening drive of each of these games, and the new score is 30-14. Braden Pagan, first ever touchdown. Fielded at the 4 by Bussey. Terry around the corner. Tackled just shy of midfield. Great position for the Texas A&M offense, Alyssa.
Knows, if this team's going to achieve what it could, they got to play better defense than that coming out of halves.
Reed swings it over to Craver, and Craver only gets a few. Just inside the 48 down to the, and also ran for a score. Now Moss and Le'Veon inside the 45. Another third down coming up. It's Concepcion going to the top of your screen on this 3rd and 4. Looking that way, throwing, and it's wide of KC. 4th down.
You think?
Reed, time, wide of Concepcion. Turnover on downs. How about this start for Utah State? Strong to start the second half, and they have good field position after Texas A&M turned it over on downs. Anthony Garcia was the intended target there, but Barnes way too far in front of him.
Field position to start this possession.
Empty backfield. Seen Barnes run it in these sets before. Can't do anything there. Just gets thrown to the ground by Marco Jones as he was trying to get rid of it. A freshman from Dublin, California.
Intentional grounding. Offense number 16. The ball be placed at the spot of the foul. Lost down. 3rd down.
Sack number 5.
Fair point. Time constraints.
3rd and Corpus Christi. Barnes. Nowhere to go. Albert Regis ran him into the Utah State bench.
Forced the intentional grounding on the previous snap.
Landon Rico punting for the 6th time. Casey Concepcion.
Great punt.
Lets it go over his head, and then it goes in for a touchback. 61.
Pull much. Only took a couple of sacks.
Quick throw. Reed gets it out to Bussey. Bussey had that touchdown catch earlier. He gets up to the 26, 6-yard gain.
That's not a layup win in what is otherwise a brutal schedule for the Gators.
Reed, another quick throw, and it's Bussey again, and he's out there near the 35-yard line. I do like all these matchups here. We just referenced Florida and South Florida, Iowa and Iowa State playing right now. Moss on his feet to the 40. And how about what? Second and 5 for Reed all day to fire a missile down there to Craver.
And you can see it's got to be a frustrating play at that time for defensive coordinator Nick Howell. As you can tell in this possession, he's like, look, I'm going to make you read this defense. He's not committing a lot of players to the line of scrimmage.
It's Reed keeping it. Marcel takes on defenders down to the 35-yard line.
Need the coverage.
Now near side, Concepcion. Boy, you can just see the burst, can't you? Each time he catches the football, the yak, yards after catch, something that he 5-6 more. Reed, short ball to Craver. Just get these guys the ball, let them take over. That's what Coach Elko was talking about last week, Matt, is 2nd and 4 as Reed has a couple seconds left on the play clock and hands it off to Owens. And Rubin has a first down. 1st and goal, Texas A&M. 9th play of it right here. Reed to the back, end zone, touchdown, Concepcion. Zirkle gets back on track. And the new score is 37-14 with 6:06 over here in College Station. The Aggies up big on Utah State. Most teams back to the ground goes Utah State, and Miles Davis gets a few yards here. Texas A&M. That at Arkansas will be interesting. Of course, that's been a neutral site game for many years. It's moving to campus.
All 11 players never got set. By rule, that's a false start. Offense, 5 yards.
And if you have 3 permanent opponents,
or otherwise traditional rivalries.
Sidearm pass to Jacobs. That's a first down for Javen.
Well, get to that backfield, in the backfield to Jacobs.
Barnes wide of Boyd. Second down.
We saw a couple of snaps like that last week.
Handoff to Jacobs. It'll be third down again for Utah State. They are 0 for 7 today on third down. They
get the ball downfield for Barnes.
Will he have time? Pocket collapsed and Barnes went down, and that's why it was not a good ball to Boyd.
Yeah, Tyler Onyedem again. Defense this year, the pass rush, the ability to affect the passer.
Rico, short punt. Concepcion calls for the fair catch.
Half to get another.
Another line of scrimmage throw to Bussey. Terry goes around the corner.
Let's just move the line of scrimmage and force the ball out there.
Reed takes off. Short of the first down.
Ball's
the
out.
ball came out. No, they're saying that the ground was what caused the ball to come out.
Reed is down.
Running on the field as the runner was down.
This is the last thing that any Texas A&M fan wanted to see. It's played against New Mexico State last year, completing 5 of 6 passes for 51 yards. And this is second appearance in an A&M uniform. Handoff to Owens on that third down, and it's right at the marker. That he has a cannon for an arm, and he said he's a lot quicker than you think. Look at those feet moving, throwing a perfect ball to Bethel Roman on the sideline.
Fit it right in there. Tucker coming over.
We'll keep you updated on that. There are the feet again, and he'll take off. Won't get much. Tyree Morris on the tackle. And A&M. Blitz is picked up, but the pocket collapses and it's a pick. Thrown right to Avenger as O'Neal's arm was hit.
Towards the end of the third quarter for Utah State.
And the handoff to Davis. Miles just past midfield to the 49-yard line. Either behind or near quarterback Bryson Barnes. Then it goes to Noah White. He doesn't get much. And here comes the impossible.
Help their tackles in protection repeatedly.
On 3rd and 8, Barnes will keep it and just have to throw it in the bench. He's getting pressured by the Aggies on the play.
Change on the turnover.
This is the 8th punt today for Rico. It's another short one that Concepcion will come up to make a fair catch on. An uneasy feeling now at Kyle Field after that Reed injury. And it's Daniels at the end of the quarter getting 9 yards for Texas A&M. Up 23 of Texas A&M are up 23 on the Aggies of Utah State. Miles O'Neal hands to Amari Daniels, and Daniels is short of the total touchdowns in 2 games. And on 3rd and 1, rolling over people, Amari Daniels moves the chains.
Yeah, it took a second effort. they're misaligned defensively.
Neal throws deep. Got Kramer. Touchdown. Mario Kramer, a freshman from Birmingham, Alabama, last year for Mississippi. The 12th man loves it when the 12th man kickoff team comes onto the field. Nothing but walk-ons out there. As received at the 3-yard line, Miles Davis.
Wow.
Look at that. Wesley Watson.
What a play. That's a heck of a tackle by Wesley Watson.
Barnes has gone the whole way, wants to load up and throw, and he got Boyd up at the 35.
Nice route by Brady.
Barnes sidearm, and in the backfield, it's Brock Lane tackled for a loss on the play.
Jordan Lockhart was
On this roster in front of us,
seems unlikely.
so I wanted to make sure that was him. Sideline throws, a good one to Jacobs, breaking a tackle, and Javen is in to Texas A&M territory.
Well, that, when it's gotten to that third try.
After further review, the runner did step out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It will make it 3rd and 10, Utah State.
Nice catch by the replay.
3rd and 10. Barnes incomplete, looking for Pagan. Good clot of Rico today. And it goes off the side of his foot. 11:47 to go. Today's game to coach this team and get them ready for South Bend. There's E.J. Smith breaking tackles. Looks like his father wearing number 22 before him and getting up near the 38-yard line. Don't be surprised if the Aggies are in that conversation too. Smith, that's a first down.
Big hit at the end of that run, bounces right back up. Nice vision, unsurprisingly. Just excited about him.
Here he goes. Gets a couple of yards.
I'll tell you what, we talk about burst, ignited downhill.
Spinning for a first down inside the 30.
The coach has said, this guy's going to play. We got to find a way.
Down to the Utah State 26. O'Neal wants to throw. Nothing's open, so has to take it himself. Line of scrimmage pass goes to Keyshawn Johnson. Kelshawn Johnson.
Whole new offensive front.
On 3rd and 8, O'Neal is blitzed and sacked. John. And that is hooked to the left. Alyssa Lang, Matt Stinchcomb, and Taylor Zarzer with you. Barnes gets out of there. Bryson will run for a first down. Let's get a studio update from Peter Burns. Can't imagine what that atmosphere is like. First time in 14 years as the handoff goes to Jacobs. You know, you had Texas A&M here last year, and you'll have it at KU, but this is a family show.
I'd like to keep my job.
Jacobs runs it up to the near the 40.
We got a delay.
Folks. And I asked Albert Regis where that came from yesterday.
First down run, Jacobs.
He said, well, we want to play like a pack to about 44 miles an hour and exhaust their target.
Barnes steps up, throws deep, has a man, got it. It's Kahenu Davis. It's going to be first and goal, Utah State. We'll get back to Alyssa's story here, but best ball.
Able to get behind the Aggie secondary of Texas A&M.
Miles Davis runs it and hits that wall of wild dogs. The back of their legs here.
That's the penalty.
On second and goal. Bryson Barnes, direct snap, and he's hit by the dogs. Aggies at the 1. There's Landon Rink. Barnes, third and goal at the 1. Barnes to the right, touchdown to Davis. Barnes, two-pointer good to Pagan. You'd have to think somebody had 3 straight sacks in a game somewhere. Jamarian Morrow at the 2. He's got speed up to the 30. Back to the studio and Peter. In the swamp, Brady Hart, the freshman from Cocoa Beach, Florida, now in the game at quarterback. And Morrow takes the handoff. His father, Alex, pitched for the years and was drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Another Morrow carry, and it'll be third down for Texas A&M. Couple of them last week for Auburn.
You can never have enough.
Over the middle, and Hart tried to get it to Coyote Armstrong, but he wasn't ready for it. Fourth down.
Down there pregame, and we were like, I hope he locked his core, because those things look heavy.
Tyler White off the side of his foot.
Wow.
Into the stands there.
Quarterbacks in that game.
Yeah.
Talk about dynamic quarterback play.
Barnes gone the whole way. Here's Brady Boyd sitting down in that Texas A&M secondary.
Was never bigger than what we saw a season ago.
Slinging it over the middle, incomplete. Flags come in at the end of the play, though. It was Javen Jacobs and Noah McHale.
Pass interference, defense, number 16. Ball be placed at the spot of the foul, automatic, first down. Everybody's set, okay? Make sure everybody's set. Thank you, sir.
Barnes time, and Boyd again with the catch inside the 35 down. Near side, another good ball to Boyd, and Boyd's pushed out with 2:04 left in the game. What would we do without it? Here is a 1st and 10 for Utah State at the 2-minute timeout. Barnes tries to throw the slant to Boyd, but he was covered up on the play by Bravion Rogers.
2-minute. Make sure his unit was dialed in.
Barnes flushed out. Throws on the run, but Jacobs was not ready for it. Third down. Handoff to Jacobs. Jacobs with flags everywhere, dives and gets the first down, but hold on. Utah State committed 11 penalties last week.
Holding, offense, number 72. 10-yard penalty, repeat, third down.
And that's penalty number 11 this week.
Gonna wind it.
Around the corner, drill ball out on the ground. Aggies got it. Sam Mpemba essentially ends the game with that strip sack.
We've seen it today. Just real difficult. Watch this. Impemba right here on the top of your screen. Watch him just win the edge. Eichhorn's had a tough time at left tackle today versus
him. Improves to 2-0. They're at Notre Dame next Saturday night. Next home game is the last Saturday in September against Auburn.
Well, it won't result with what they came here intending to do for Utah State, but there's no doubt that Bronco Mendenhall and his staff got these guys